Welcome back to another preview in the channel here. This week, in the divisional round, the Ravens are facing the red-hot Josh Allen-led Buffalo Bills this Saturday night at 8:15 p.m. East at Buffalo. Actually, both teams are coming off hot. You can say the Bills are coming off a 7-game winning streak, including a win against the Indianapolis Colts in the wildcard round. The Ravens, who defeated the Derrick Henry-led Titans, are coming off a now 6-game winning streak. So both teams are playing really well as of late. But it's really a 50-50 matchup. Honestly, I'm for sure gonna root my team. I'm gonna root for my team here. But it's really 50-50. Honestly, it's just like the Titans game. The Bills, they're very dangerous. Their offense looks extremely dangerous, led by Stephon Diggs, who really improved Josh Allen's game. And they're really going off on teams. So we have to contain that. It's really important to win. Take Stephon Diggs out of the game plan, and it's not done. It's not gonna be really enough, but it's a big part of. It's a really big part of actually beating the Bills, because Stephon Diggs is the leading. I'm pretty sure he's leading the league in receiving yards, and it's been a while we haven't played against receivers like that. Last time we did was in 2018. Lamar was still starting too. 2018 against the Falcons, Julio Jones, and we held them to. I'm pretty sure we held him to 2 catches for 18 yards, something like that. So we completely neutralized him, and we got the win after that. So, yeah, man. So, if you want to see more content like that on the channel, subscribe, and hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so let's first off compare both teams on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. Starting with offense, passing, again, worst passing offense in the league, 32nd. We don't pass a lot. We don't have much weapons. It's pretty simple. Running, we are lethal. We are just so good at running the ball. And I really hope we do that more this game, because I don't think we did enough against the Titans. Especially if the Bills have like a middle of the pack run defense. Scoring, pretty good. Top 10 scoring offense. People love to talk about the yards we get per game, the yards Lamar gets per game. Let me tell you something. Yards don't win you games. Points do. And we're good at scoring points, so I don't care about yards. It's pretty misleading, not gonna lie, if you ask me. The Bills, they're the opposite of the Ravens. They're pass heavy. We're run first. And they have the 3rd passing offense in the league. And they have like all the weapons in the world. I mean, Josh Allen he's given anything there. Their running game is not very existent. I mean, they ran the ball, I think, 10 times last week. And what we want to do on defense is force them to run the ball by stopping the pass. It would be just simple. So, yeah, it's all we have to do. Scoring, they're very good, 2nd best scoring offense. They score a lot of points. So both offenses they just score just a lot. Lots of points here. So, yeah, this comparison here. On defense, the Bills' defense is pretty middle of the pack. We're top 10. So, it's different right here. We have a better defense, and we don't really allow a lot of points. They are middle of the pack in points allowed, in run defense, pass defense. It's top 15. It's like okay, but overall their defense looks middle of the pack. Our run defense top 10, pass defense top 10, and points top 10. So we're a top tier defense. We should be able to stop the run 9.9 times out of 10. But the pass is going to be a question mark because they are dangerous off the pass. So we got to watch out. Just don't do something stupid. In the first quarter, last game, A.J. Brown was doing anything he wanted. And after that, things really went better for Marlon Humphrey and Marcus Peters. The defense, the secondary got their shit together after the first quarter last game. So I hope it carries on to this game. And we just play a solid game for the secondary here. And I think we just need to stick it out. I mean, their run defense isn't good. We just need to just punch them in the face, pretty much. So let's talk about the keys here. And we're going to start on offense. Keys to beating the Bills on offense. First off, run the freaking ball. It's simple. It is our biggest... It is our best thing to do in this offense. The Bills have the 17th ranked run defense. We need to run the ball a lot more than we did last week. And we really didn't run it as much, honestly. And we should have ran more in Tennessee. It's a good thing we had the win last week, but it would have been better if we ran it more. JK had 9 carries, Gus had 8. We have the best running offense in the league. So we just have to abuse it. Simple. And talking about the matchup and the weather conditions, there is a chance that it could snow in this game, but it's 50-50. And if it indeed snow, I think this matchup favors us due to us being more run-oriented than the Bills being more pass-oriented. Either way, whatever the weather is, I want to see more runs. Abuse the run game. Simple. And this is going to bring me to the next point, being control the time of possession. In that, I mean, don't let Josh Allen sniff the football for as long as possible. And it pretty much continues the point of run the ball. And if we do that, we have a way better chance at winning. And on top of that, our defense will rest. So that is a plus to that. A big plus. With our run game and their mid-run defense, we'll be able to punch them in the mouth like we do with every defense we face, whether it's good defense or not. Third thing to do on offense, do not panic when we're trailing. We cannot panic when we're trailing. Wait a second, I'm closing the door here. We cannot panic. And talking about panicking, I don't want to see plays like the interception last week being called, Greg Roman. Just stick to the game plan. Don't disturb it. Don't be stupid. Like, why throw a deep ball? I mean, if we are in the red zone and it's 4th down, don't go for it unless it's 4th and short. Don't go for it. Otherwise, take the points or punt. It's pretty much simple. I really don't want to see us leave points off the field. It's gonna be stupid. It's gonna be embarrassing, honestly. So yeah. Last key on offense. Last thing we need to do on offense: protect Lamar Jackson. Not much to say here. It's pretty simple. It's pretty much what every team has to do. But Lamar got sacked 5 times last game. You always want to allow maximum 2 sacks in a game, and it wasn't the case last week. The offensive line looked shaky. I expect better, honestly. So let's go to the defensive side of the ball here. On defense, our primary job has to be stopping Diggs. He led the league in receptions. Marlon Humphrey should be covering him the entire game, the way I see it. You would say Marcus Peters, but I say Marlon Humphrey because it's going to be an easier job for him than last week when he had to cover A.J. Brown. Yes, you're gonna say Stephon Diggs is a better receiver, but AJ Brown is a more physical wide receiver than Diggs. So yeah, you would say Peters because like he has that gambling style there, and that the second Stephon Diggs gets open, Josh Allen doesn't care. He's just gonna throw it. And then he has a chance at being picked off. But it has also a chance of it being a big gain. And it brings me to my next point here. Just like last time, limit the big plays. The Bills are very good at having these big plays. They're big play people. Just limit that. So last week we did a good job overall, especially after the first quarter. The Titans weren't able to get the biggest of plays either during the game. They had one big play, the AJ Brown play in the first quarter, and then it was pretty much it after that. And this time around, the Bills have better weapons. So we have to be careful here. They have a seriously dangerous offense that can really just score 50 on us, honestly. Stephon Diggs really brought Josh Allen to the next level, and plus it's really not what he has. He also has All Pro Cole Beasley. John Brown is coming back. Gabriel Davis, who had a great game last week against the Colts, catching 4 passes for 85 yards, by the way. Lastly, the Bills have tight end Dawson Knox. I don't know how to say his name, but anyway, it's a very good offense. So honestly, Marcus Peters should be on Gabriel Davis. Jamie Smith should be on Cole Beasley. Anthony Averett should be on John Brown. Marlon Humphrey should be, of course, on Stephon Diggs. And I think this matchup is gonna really decide the game. If Marlon Humphrey locks him down the entire game, the Ravens are gonna win the game. And also, if we stop that pass game, they're gonna have to try running the ball because they will realize passing doesn't work on us. So why are they gonna continue doing something that won't work? So exactly. On top of that, they have no run game, but they're gonna have to run the ball. And our run defense did a very great job last week against Derrick Henry, limiting him to like 40 yards, 2 yards per carry. We completely shut him down. And so one last thing on defense is second last thing actually is to keep Josh Allen in the pocket. Don't let him scramble because he is a threat with his legs. He's not as threatening as Lamar, but when pressure comes, he can escape pretty easily. So this is where Yannick Ngakoue and Matt Judon are very important in this game. They have to just do their contains very well, honestly. Like, don't let Josh Allen go to the outside. Don't let him at all. Keep him in the pocket. Just keep him. And we need these players to just pressure. Without blitz or without anything. Every play. Just pressure. I think what we should do pretty much is just have like have pressures with 4 and have like 1 spy. Hopefully, Winkin's gonna actually think about having someone spy on him, spy on Allen, because when Allen gets out of the pocket, if he gets out of the pocket, we're gonna have someone who's gonna pick him up. So that is a good thing, and you're gonna have everybody else cover, because man defense, I don't see how it's gonna be possible with what we have. Like with the weapons they have. No. Also, last short thing here. Stop them on third down. It's gonna be very important. we're very good on third down defense, but they're one of the best teams on converting third downs. So it's going to be important. Get them off the field quickly. 3 and out, pretty much. And one last thing, and it doesn't involve offense or it does. It involves both, honestly. So I'm gonna say something here. Remember when the Titans completely killed the Bills this season, 42-16? How did that happen, you might ask? The Titans won the turnover game. So that's what we should do. Anything could happen in this game. And tell you right now, in this game, Derrick Henry was shut down to only 57 yards, by the way. And the Titans were still able to win because they won the turnover battle. So, man, winning the turnover battle is pretty much the most important thing to win a game in the NFL. Because if we don't win the turnover battle, if we turn over the ball too much, we're not gonna win. We can't win if we turn over the ball. So protecting the football will be a huge key here. So it's pretty much all I have to say here. Score prediction time right now. I am gonna say 33-17 Ravens. It's going to be a close game. Both teams are going to score close to 30 points. One of them is going to get over, of course. But yeah, we're going to have the last word here. And our team plays a great game. Lamar gets his second playoff win in his career. Sends Josh Allen home. Sends the entire Bills team packing. So yeah, boys. Subscribe if you're new. Comment your thoughts down below. And yeah, guys, I'm going to see you guys in the next one.